Greetings gamers, weirdos, and freaks. It is I, the true game nerd. Today I'm taking a look at Kakuto Chojin for the Xbox. I think I said that right. This is a game that was created by Microsoft to initially show off what the Xbox could actually do. I'm talking about the hardware. The game features a couple characters. It features this kind of kickboxing girl who does capoeira. It features this kind of Mexican, kind of hitman type, this weird Joker looking dude, this kickboxing dude who's on the cover, and a couple other characters with a final boss kind of thrown into the mix. What this game kind of hits me as is a really bizarre kind of wannabe Mortal Kombat, just a little bit less violent. The music's very edgy, the stages are edgy, there's blood in the back of some stages, right? So it really comes down to, is this game good? Well, let's break it down. The graphics are beautiful in this game. Even by today's standards, I'm relatively impressed with it. I'm using this term loosely because we have a much higher standard now. But for 2002, 2001, whenever year it came out, it was very, very impressive. The backgrounds are really nice. The animations, actually that's my problem. The animations are kind of weird. Some of the poses look really nice, but some of the throws look kind of awkward. And I'm not sure if it was because they didn't really complete the animation or if they didn't complete some of the poses. Aside from that, I don't have many things to say about the graphics. The game looks great. Aha, the sound. This is the part of the game that becomes apparent to me that it was made to be a test game. And don't get me wrong, the reason why I say this is because everything seems kind of disjointed and incomplete. These sound effects sound very, very, very awkward. What I mean is the kicks all sound about the same. The punches are overly loud. The voiceovers are really, really, really bad, to the extent where I can't take the game seriously. Especially if you're trying to look edgy, you need to be kind of scary. The music has this kind of hard guitar rock kind of feel to it. I'm not a big fan of it. It kind of reminds me of Beatdown Fist of Vengeance, except Beatdown actually has some catchier music. Now we move on to my biggest problem with the game. The gameplay, the gameplay, the gameplay, the gameplay. This is the part where it's really apparent to me that it was a test market game. It was not meant to be released, and then some idiot down at the studio decided, hey, let's release the game. Not smart. The gameplay is very, very, I don't know how to say, it's dull. There's not much to do. You get 2 throws for each character and a couple of special moves, but all of them feel exactly the same with slightly different animation. You do have some power-up moves and things of that nature. The rest of the guys got a couple of slams and stuff like that, but nothing you're not going to see in like a Tekken game or Virtua Fighter that has already been done 50 times better. When I play the game, if you ignore the graphics, it's like I'm traveling back in time to an early PlayStation 1 fighting game. The controls are really kind of clunky, and it can become incredibly frustrating when you're trying to fight a boss or do something. Now what I discovered is, because of the really lackluster gameplay, it's very easy to beat the game. Often, at times, I found myself just blocking and mashing the punch and kick button, and I still won. The final boss, I will say, can be incredibly cheap, to the extent where it's frustrating. So I'll give them that, where at least the final boss is challenging, but everything else just feels really dull and stupid. And, you know, that's my '1 problem with this game. It feels incomplete. There should be a lot more to it, and there isn't. The gameplay in this game also offers a 4-on-4 kind of mode, but because of the clunkiness of the control, and for some reason fighting on a just weird blackness kind of looking level, it just kind of feels clunky and weird. I'll give it points for trying to be innovative for its time, though I'm pretty sure there were other better games that already used the 4-player perspective kind of thing. So overall, Kakuto Chojin, what did I like, what did I not like? Well, let's break it down. The positives are the graphics were fantastic. I love the way this game looks. It does nail that nitty-gritty kind of feel. It offers a 4-player mode. On the negatives, sound seems very lacking. Gameplay feels very lacking. Story mode seems lacking. As I mentioned before, with the most of the game feeling kind of relatively incomplete, kind of like they just slammed it together and threw it out, which is weird because if you actually look at the manual looks fancy as holy hell. So I don't know what happened, but it looks like someone in the studio just said, hey man, let's throw it out there. Must be a good game, you know. No.